Hello everyone, welcome to the Friday forecast. So last one of the week, and let's get started with the euro and US dollar. So we have holidays coming up, and looks like the market is starting to slow down, and the market will close today. So not really expecting any moves, but let's see if we can see something interesting. The Aussie and US dollar does look a bit interesting, but let's now see what EU has been doing. So we had this ascending structure right here, and then we had a huge drop to the downside after an ascending. So this is a very high probability pattern that we have an ascending, push down, then it pulls back, and then we continue to the downside. And there was an opportunity to enter on a flag, which I stayed out of because I saw an aggressive retrace. So right here I was seeing a large wick and I was seeing an aggressive retrace. When I see this sort of price action, I am expecting either a reversal or I am expecting a larger range that usually reverses to the upside. So not looking for any trades at this point. And then what happened? Well, we continued to range around for a bit. So now we have started to range. This would be the flag entry candle. But as I said, I stayed out, wasn't looking for anything after the large wick and this really aggressive retrace. So what I will be looking for on Monday is a break of the low and then a nice flag. I want to see a trend start. I am seeing a large push and a pullback, so let's see if we will continue. Also, I am looking for if we start to maybe descend and then reverse to the upside. Always a possibility. Also, what I can expect is that we will mostly range, because Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range bound. I am expecting mostly a range, so we can just break the low and retrace. What I would like to see, if we do get a range, I would like to see a nice impulse with some conviction to look for a trade, because we can often just go into these liquidity areas and retrace quickly. Also, what can happen, we can get an ascending into the upper liquidity area, very high probability to reverse. If we do get a reversal, I will look for a short trade. And also we can get a large impulse to the upside, then I would consider taking a flag, or maybe I would look for a continuation right here. So this would then be a trend. We have one impulse pullback and the second impulse signaling to me a trend to the upside. But yeah, expecting a larger range as this currently stands. And if we do continue down, then I will be happy to look for shorts, as then we are trending to the downside. So now for the euro and the Japanese yen, we had a very similar story. So we had this range above. So right here price action was heavily range bound, and then we dropped to the downside. There was an opportunity to enter right here on a short trade, something like this. So we saw this nice push, and then maybe some people were looking for a break and retest trade. But for me, this didn't fit my plan, since we were coming from a range. I wanted to see a larger push. I wanted to see one more candle down and then maybe a flag. So this just did not fit my plan. So then what happened? Well, the price continued to the downside. And at this point I was looking for a flag, because now I was seeing a large impulse. So this definitely did fit my plan if we got a nice tight flag. But what actually happened after is an aggressive retrace. At this point, this was a no trade for me, because this was a large wick, and an aggressive retrace, especially on the Japanese pairs, is definitely a warning sign and can just easily reverse. So this definitely didn't fit my plan. What actually happened? We did reverse as expected with this sort of price action, and currently we broke the high, retraced, broke the low and retraced. Let me move the lines. So just a second. Right here we broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced, signaling to me a larger range. What I will be looking for on Monday is a nice ascending and then a reversal down, look for a trade, or a nice descending structure, reversal to the upside, and a flag to go long. Also, of course, I'm not trading after 5 on Friday, so I don't think we will get some moves today. Definitely looking for moves on Monday. If we get a large impulse up, I will look for a flag. If we get a large impulse down, I will also look for a flag, and that's about it. If we get a descending, I will look for a reversal, but I do need to be careful because we are coming from an ascending into a descending. So if we get a descending, it usually continues to ascend and create a larger range. That's about it for this pair. Not looking that good, not looking like we will get some nice opportunities yet, so let's see if we can get some cleaner price action next week, maybe on Monday or on Tuesday. Now for the Aussie and US dollar. So this one, what this has been doing is it has been heavily range bound. Right here we can see this range. And what I do like that we got this nice impulse down. But what happened then? Well, we got an aggressive retrace. First we got a large wick and then we got an aggressive retrace. And there is a, let's say, a liquidity area right here. You can see by the huge wicks. So definitely a warning sign. And then we actually started to range right here. I will not be taking a flag. Well, I'm 90% sure that I will not be taking a flag right here, because this is just a larger flag and we got a huge wick and an aggressive retrace, and the prior price action is not looking that good. So definitely not giving me confidence to take a flag right here. But if we get maybe something like a clean ascending that breaks the high and retraces, maybe I will consider taking a flag, but I don't think I will take any trades. I will rather wait for the low or the high to break. So if we do break the low with some momentum, I will look for a trade. Since we are then trending, we got a large impulse, pullback, and then another impulse, which is a very good sign. If we do start to descend right here, I will look for a reversal to the upside and then a flag to go long. Or if we start to ascend, break the high, I will look for a reversal to the downside, something like this. If we get a huge impulse up, I will consider taking a flag, but it really needs to be clean and the push really needs to be large to move away from this whole structure, because as I said, this whole price action is not looking that good. As you can see by the huge wicks here, huge wicks here, huge wick here and here, it is just more of stuck in this larger range. So I need to see that clean price action to give me that confidence and to take some trades. Okay, so for the last pair, let me take this back. What we actually got, we got an ascending structure right here, and then we impulse to the downside. So that was a high probability setup where we have an ascending structure and then we reverse to the downside. But actually what happened, then we got a huge wick and we got an aggressive retrace, which is a no trade for me, especially on the Japanese pairs. So I stayed out of this price action because we got a huge wick and an aggressive retrace. And at this point I was just waiting for the break of the low or the high, which we still didn't get. So we are still stuck in this larger range, and this was expected because of the huge wick and the aggressive retrace. So now what I am seeing is that we have these liquidity areas. So the traders that are going short keep their stops in this box. Those traders going long keep their stops in this box. They are the traders that are trading the range. And if we get an ascending into the upper liquidity area, I will look for a reversal down. If we get a descending into the lower liquidity area, I will look for a reversal to the upside, something like this, and then a trade. Or I'm looking for a large push up and then a flag, or a large push down and then also a flag. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see just a break and a retrace, because that can just signal to us that we will continue ranging. So a break and a retrace and then just for the price to continue to range something like this. So that's it. AU is maybe looking okay if we do break the low and get some momentum, but all the 4 pairs are starting to slow down a bit and starting to consolidate, starting to have some range bound price action. So let's see if we will get some nice impulses and nice moves on Monday or Tuesday. That is it for the forecast, guys. I will see you in the next week. So yeah, that is it, and happy holidays.